This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain shocking revelations, violence, and sexual themes. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is None More Black. It was written by Brian Sammons, and it's part of a collection entitled Doors to Darkness. It's available from Chaosium. Keith Craig is our keeper of arcane lore, and this is episode 2. Our recap will be given by Kaylin McDowell as his character, Buddy Weiser. So without any further delay, let us begin our journey into the darkness. Kaylin?
Monday morning of March 23rd, 1925. Officer Weiser and Officer Castle respond to a wellness check for a college student, Walter Resnick, at his off-campus apartment. Inside, we find the kid laid back in a chair, dead, with a mostly empty vial of something dark and nasty clutched in his hand. We called it in so the detectives and the crime scene investigators could come do their thing. Gavin Fox examined the body and told us the boy died of poisoning, whatever that stuff is in his hand. His tongue and teeth were dyed black from drinking it. The detectives found more empty vials, and the team concluded that the kid was drinking the stuff recreationally, like a drug. None of us have ever seen this stuff before. We need to find out what it is and where Walter was getting it from. CSI takes samples of it back to their lab. Castle and I knock on the neighbor's door. Nice kid, Thomas answers. He's the one who called for the wellness check. Well, Thomas knew Walter was dead before we even told him. Thin walls in this building. He can hear everything that goes on next door. The witness informs us that Walter was displaying unusual behavior for several weeks before his death. They would walk to class together and they became friends. But Walter got less friendly and started only going to school on Fridays. Then, late every Friday night, Walter would begin shouting nonsense to himself. The witness insisted that Walter was talking to himself and that no one else's voice could be heard. There were a few examples of what he would shout in the middle of the night. Something about Julius Caesar, something else about Twin Towers falling, but I believe it to be unimportant. Nothing more than gibberish coming from a drug-induced hallucination. Walter was going to school on Fridays to get his drugs, then staying up all night to be high. This has been going on for quite some time now. Only last Friday it killed him. After investigating the school campus, the detectives returned with the horrible discovery that 2 other students have already died to this drug and several more are using it. The name that they call it is the Black. Detective Mason talked to a student who was using the drug. He could tell because the kid looked sickly and was underweight. A frightening description of the drug came out of that. Consuming it makes one feel like a god, and after use, the only thing that matters to them is feeling that way again. They give up all ambition and neglect to take care of themselves properly. The information about the other 2 victims are given to Castle and I. Franklin Stewart died the Friday before Walter, and Mary Clausen died the Friday before that. We go knock on more doors on the dormitory floors, but no one there is as friendly as Thomas. It took quite a while before we found someone who was willing to help us, and even then, Castle had to slip her some cash. The dealer's name is Paul Rogers. He was kicked out of school last year, and now he comes to campus every Friday to sell the Black to people. Apparently, he does it out in the middle of the quad for everyone to see, and all his customers come out of the woodwork to get their fix. We made sure to inform everyone of Paul's name right away. Then we went back to the department to regroup. CSI were confounded by the Black and had failed to discern what it does to a body. After their autopsy, all internal organs looked regular and unchanged, except for some dark staining in the mouth and down the throat. Harmon seemed rattled and told us that under a microscope, he identified skin and blood cells in the Black before the stuff seemingly came alive and broke out of the glass slide. I struggled to follow everything that he was saying. I think it mostly consisted of hypotheticals and theories. But what he seemed sure of more than anything was that this stuff was extracted from some foreign oriental monster called the platypus. He described this thing to me as some kind of big scary duck with a venomous stinger, and it can be milked like a cow. So I told him to spare me the details. I'm a cop. If I go somewhere and there's something spooky like that, I shoot it. That's my job. Detective Graves met with a contact he has in the mafia to find out more about the drug. They know what it is, and they're also looking for the dealer. Apparently the stuff is so deadly that they won't even sell it. According to them, whoever's taking the drug is practically already dead. Graves is eager to take this guy down, and he starts playing an ambush on the Friday drop-off, but I tell him I don't want to wait that long. The only reason I haven't gotten arrested this guy already is because I don't know where he is. Graves tells me if I want to find out where he lives, I should check the phone book. It's damn fine detective work. No wonder he makes so much more money than me. We move out in force to go take Paul down. He lives on the 5th floor of an apartment building. Graves is worried about him trying to escape, so he climbs up the middle fire escape on the back of the building. Castle and I bang on the door, guns drawn, and order him to open up. He refuses. We hear glass shatter, so I kick down the door. Inside, we find the evil drug dealer, Paul, trying to mount his dreadful platypus steed. It's a horrifying sight, but Castle and I are highly trained police officers, and we do exactly what we're paid to do. We both start blasting until Paul drops to the floor and the platypus flies out of the window. I hope it didn't get Graves as it flew over him with that big nasty stinger. We're definitely going to need to go hunt that thing down before it can hurt anyone else. But first, we need to arrest this guy we shot. Hopefully he's still alive so we can question him.
All right. Excellent. Well, officers, you find yourself standing there. Rogers is on the ground. You put a decent hole in him, but he is still breathing. His book is still on the coffee table, for lack of a better word. If it was a coffee table that had been thrown out a few households ago. And you see out on the fire escape, you see Detective Graves.
Well, they don't see me because I'm laying on the ground, but I'm like, they hear me definitely. What the hell was that?
Graves, are you okay?
I don't know. I think I need a change of wardrobe.
Harmon, we should go up there.
Yeah, that's right behind you.
Okay,
Shots.
we're gonna head up the fire escape.
Did it look like
I'll-
somebody knocked Graves over? Was there a bat? What the hell was up there?
I thought it was a large buzzard or a
Did you guys see where that thing went?
It's a big bird, wasn't it?
The devil is real.
What are you talking about, Graves? Okay, I'm gonna look around. Do we still see the thing in the distance? Like,
No. Mm-mm.
is it a clear day?
It was nighttime.
Night?
Oh, it was
Yeah.
nighttime. Okay.
Graves, did you see which way that thing went? What was it?
I
Look
just was
closer.
trying to get the hell out of its way. It's that way. That's where it came from. That's where it was flying faster than any bird. It was a fucking demon. It was like a bat-winged, pointy tail.
Bat
No
winged would
face,
still be
though,
mammal.
black.
Guys, we need to get medical aid.
Oh shit!
Our-
What's going
our
on in the
drug
room?
dealer's dying on the floor.
Yeah, we want
I
to
hear-
stand trial. Somebody stop him from bleeding to death. What are we
Buddy,
doing here?
take care of him. I'm gonna run out to the window at the balcony and say, guys, it was the freaking platypus. It was in here. It had the wings and everything, just like you said, Clive. Oh my God, he's injured too. We got this guy in here. Come on, let's go.
All right.
How's your first aid, Mason?
Mediocre, but I'll try if you can't do any better.
Fox?
I got a 50. I'm pretty good at it.
Okay,
Uh,
Fox, you're on it.
All right, I got it.
Somebody stop the bleeding.
I also got the book as well. The book that the
I won't stop the bleeding. We need some bandages or something on this guy.
All right. Someone give me a first aid roll, Fox or Castle. I heard the two of you debating.
What do you have, Fox?
I have for first aid 45.
Go for it.
I passed.
Okay. Yep. You're able to staunch the bleeding. He's still out because he passed out and fell off the beast.
Where'd they plug him?
What were you aiming for there, buddy?
I figured
Center
probably
mass?
center mass.
Center mass, yeah. So we'll say hit him in the shoulder on the right side. It's not a sucking chest wound though.
All right. So he might wake up. We need. I'll get on the phone and call the hospital to pick him up.
Is there any kind of animal cages or anything here with the?
There is not.
Where was the creature it was milking, Armin?
Oh,
Yeah, thanks for the heads up, by the way. If I thought this was just a drug dealer home alone with like a gun or something, I probably wouldn't have been nearly as prepared.
yeah. We're gonna have to get. I mean, I was downstairs. I basically saw a shadow go in and out the window. Did it?
I don't know what
Oh,
you
it was
call it.
awful.
What do you call it?
What the?
What the?
That's
That was
what it is.
Pretty close.
That's the platypus.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a
just like
fucking
you warned
demon,
us.
just like,
Like
from
I-
the church,
God.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
does
see any
look
udders
alive.
though. I don't know how he's milking it.
or a gargoyle.
Is
Does
there
it-
an ice box in this dump?
No.
Yeah.
How many rooms are there?
It's one bedroom. So it's not even an in-suite. So it's just a living room / kitchen, and then it's got a bedroom off. And
Wait, it's Wednesday now, right? Or is it Thursday?
It's Monday night.
Oh, it's Monday. He doesn't even necessarily have any stuff prepared then, because you said,
Right.
Harmon, he has to get it prepared close to the cell time.
He has to get it
I
milked.
think he's getting it fresh on.
Yeah.
Don't, please do not do that, Officer Castle.
Yeah. You
I don't
know,
see anything on it that you could milk.
okay.
Well,
you know what?
I thought that's what Clive said.
We might have made a mistake in thinking he's the primary supplier. Somebody could be giving it to him.
Yeah.
Is there anything
the
around here
devil.
that? Okay, the devil, fine, but we have to figure out where the devil is making the stuff. Then don't say in hell, please.
No,
Is there anything around here that looks at all chemical, productive, alchemical, even
nope.
just
Does he
a
have
dirty,
a-
eggy flat? Sorry.
Does he have a little crate full of vials that are empty?
Yeah. We'll say
Uh-huh.
he does have some empty vials. Yeah.
And the place looks. Does it look like this guy was a user?
No, but it looks like he definitely hasn't had a woman up here in a while. A college age man, kind of.
Look, when
Yeah.
you were banging on the door, he picked up that book and he started reading from it like he was reading, like people sing in church.
Mhm.
And I banged on the window. He looked at me and just kept reading from it out loud. I couldn't hear what he was saying, but that's when that thing showed up.
Yeah, it's the
So
thing.
it's some sort of witchcraft or shit. I didn't believe in that myself until just now, but
What is the book open? Is there pictures or?
I believe Officer Fox is holding the book.
I am no longer holding the book. I left it over there. I am attending the wound right now.
Okay. All right. Well, then the book is on the table.
Yeah.
I'll just flip it open into the middle. just
Okay,
to see
you
what it looks like.
Flip open into the middle. In there, it looks like it's mostly a lot of calculations. Do you have any accounting?
No.
Okay.
Just the base. So it's a lot of math is what I'm looking
A
at.
lot of math. Yeah.
Is there any
Is there a
pictures?
title?
Nope, there is not. It's like I don't know if they had spiral notebooks back then, but like a college notebook that someone would be writing in.
yeah, I think
Math
they did.
all the way through? Just math?
No, if you get to the first page of the book, it says there's a note. It's written out and it goes, use this if you get in trouble, J. Drover. And then underneath it says conjure the winged shadow. And then it's a bunch of they're English letters, but they don't seem to form words almost, but they have like, if you have any skill reading like hymnals, you can kind of see, okay, there's a
Witchcraft.
J. Drover. Does that
No.
name ring a bell at all?
nope.
Mm-mm.
Did,
Yeah,
the,
go ahead.
did the kid have a phone book here in the apartment?
He did not.
What
Didn't
about like
have-
a little black book with all of his drug clients in it?
Mm-mm.
You're just
Okay.
meeting the quad. How about cash?
He does have cash. Yeah.
On his person or in a box or?
We'll say in a box. Yep, he's got a like a shoe box, and if you open it up, there is a wad of cash and also a bank ledger.
Oh,
He's
Oh,
saving for a
okay.
rainy day. Clever boy. He gets to have one.
hmm.
And what are we talking about in terms of the account in the ledger and the quantity of cash?
Quantity of cash is $140, and in
Wow.
the bank ledger, he has written down that he has a sum of $1,145.
Freaking rich.
Jesus.
And how long has he been
He's-
making the big deposits for? About a month?
5
That?
months.
5
Yep.
months?
5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Mhm.
5
5
weeks.
So that's how many. Well, we don't know what he's charging, but let's say it's $5 a pop. He's got a lot of clients. We've got to,
Unless he's charging a lot more than $5 a pop.
unless he's charging a lot more than that. Yeah.
That one guy said that every week, it gets more expensive to buy the drugs too.
Yeah, I do that.
So there's no
No.
accounting of what he's collecting from people, like from this person, this much. No, just
Mm-mm.
What other personal effects are in here?
Okay, you're gonna kind of look around and
Yeah.
give me a spot hidden, and since everyone's helping you, you can have a bonus die.
Okay.
$48 or $38. It's just regular either way.
Okay. As you kind of look around, it looks like you don't find anything that grabs your attention until you're kind of going through like his coat pockets. You find this card here, which let me bring it up on the screen for you.
Campbell's
Campbell's
Meat,
Meat.
presumably, on River Street. 63 black times 12 is 819. That doesn't.
oh, maybe he's figuring his percentage cut.
Right.
He has
So-
to pass money up the chain, maybe.
So $12 a pop is a pretty dear
Steep.
price.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's selling 63 vials a go.
I guess if each Friday he's got 63 customers, that's a lot of kids.
How much did we say he had?
They had a
Cash.
He had $140 in cash and $11.45 in the bank.
Well, the thing is,
Flashbacks.
that looks like it's on a butcher's or some other sort of maybe a meat packer or something like that's card. You can buy blood from people like that. Like lots of people go to them to get blood. Anemics.
for like their gardens and stuff.
Yeah. But that would be a good place to have an operation to have blood to put stuff into.
Yeah.
Well, you said that the black was made out of blood when you looked at it, right? So, like, he's buying a bunch and pouring it in a witch's brew.
Yeah, and River Street's down in the docks part of town. They should be closed at this hour, but that won't prevent us from having a look-see once we get this kid off to a hospital. Ambulance noises yet?
yeah.
Yeah. Is it just me, or is it not possible to multiply anything by 12 and have an odd number? The kid's math sucks.
Well, he did have to cheat. He
He
obviously
dropped
is bad
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a math major and he can't multiply.
Probably not his.
Right.
Some of those
Might be a
eggheads
third
can't deal
party.
with the
Yeah.
lower stuff.
We should
Can we
probably
talk-
call the
can we
boys at
talk
animal
to-
control about that platypus, right? Just to
Yeah.
give someone a heads up.
Just-
That thing's
just-
probably out there.
Just for your edification, platypus looks kind of like it's like a mammal. It's a small mammal with short feet and it swims in Australia or someplace. It's got a
Wait,
duck
like how
bill.
small? Like person
Like-
size?
No,
Okay.
I don't know, a small
Well,
dog,
look,
a big cat,
That
Well,
thing
then
had
what
a-
the hell
don't
did we
think-
just shoot at?
and it
That-
doesn't
I
have
don't think-
wings. It just
I don't
has a
think
duck
this
bill.
thing is from Australia, but
Okay.
we might as well call it something.
Well, we know what to call it because your book says that you should call it the shadow something. Call the what?
Shadow
Conjure,
what?
conjure the winged shadow.
Winged shadow.
Winged shadow.
Shadow.
Well, it
And
did
that
have
Sounds like
wings.
a superhero.
From where
That's-
we
Yeah.
were,
Yeah,
it
it's
looked
probably
like a
just a
winged shadow.
Superhero name. The
Yeah, I thought it was a
platypuses.
big buzzard or condor because of the wingspan. I mean,
Well,
but-
then we should definitely let animal control know, because that sounds way worse than a platypus.
Well, you said he was getting
was his-
on it.
Big as a man. Big
Yeah,
as
he
a
was going to
human.
fly out.
The Pegasus. It's probably.
Did it?
That's a
And
horse.
you shot the kid and you shot the shadow.
Castle, I'm pretty sure we hit it, didn't we?
oh,
Yeah.
is there any shadow blood on the ground from this thing? Because if you hit it, there should be a
There is some blood on the ground, and not just
Black.
from the kid. It is
Oh.
not black.
Nope.
Oh.
collected anyways. It might be useful.
Collected
evidence.
anyway. What the
Yeah.
hell that thing is? I mean, it's got to be some person wearing some kind of suit, right?
How
Okay,
did, they couldn't have
flying.
flown in
Okay.
like that. That's not possible. That thing flew in
maybe-
super fast.
Maybe you're on the right track, that it is some exotic animal that we've just never seen before, and some guy's got it as a pet or a thing like that.
Yeah,
Some,
now it's on the
strange,
loose.
strange thing, and it's
Well, it's
trained
injured.
to come.
It comes when you read the phonetic nonsense in that book, right?
Well,
And that's the-
all right.
What else
So wait,
is-
you were outside. Was it not there to begin with? I kicked
I
on the
turned
door and it was
around
right in the
and-
middle of the room.
It was a long way away, and it came flying at
It-
me.
It
It
just
was
came right
so-
out of the sky. It came right out of the sky. I was looking up.
It was so fast.
Yeah.
Like it was already
Really?
flying around up there somewhere. Maybe it's flying up there right now.
Maybe it's on the roof. Let's go
No, I
up there
think-
with
Jesus Christ.
let's go up there with pistols ready, just in
Um,
case it roosts up
Yeah,
there.
That's a good idea. Yeah. That's
Well,
I mean, what should we should handcuff Paul? Like,
Yeah.
We can
sure.
we can
Yeah.
hand off Rogers to the paramedics, right?
Yeah.
They've arrived,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
you
but
know
he
they
needs
have
to be
instructions that he's
Yeah.
that he's to be
He
kept under guard. That
Maybe
He's
they should.
cuffed to the
Maybe they should tape
bed.
his mouth closed in case he says more magical stuff.
well, he had to read out of the book. You said.
He hasn't
Baseball.
memorized it.
No, well, maybe he was. I don't know what the mouth.
Well, then
has to do with it.
we'll check the roof out and see if there's some sort of man coop up there. But you know, the other thing we can do is if you can recite this nonsense and this thing can hear it and comes, then we can do that at the precinct.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Right.
That's a really good idea.
Excellent.
Just you said there was a hand motion too. Yeah, we can do that.
I don't know.
Does the write-up
Buddy can do
describe
that, no
gestures?
problem.
It does. It does describe
I
gestures.
didn't really
It's like
see that
that.
clearly, but
What I
And then
can't
the
figure
book
is
is-
how could this work though? How does it know that there's somebody reading
I don't
this?
know.
And
I,
Like a
it
carrier
seems-
pigeon. Maybe has really
it
good
seems-
hearing.
It
Is there
still
any
seems like
symbols
witchcraft.
for this? Any symbols to be drawn or
Okay.
anything
It's
for this?
No.
all in the.
if get granted for just a second that it is witchcraft, just to give Graves some credit here. Is this something we want to bring into the precinct?
Well, we
Oh,
need
we
to
don't
capture
want to.
that
We don't
thing.
want to
We
do
can't-
the thing in the middle of the precinct, but we want to keep this book out of the wrong people's hands.
Yeah, well, we could just burn it.
We could just burn it.
Yeah.
We could
But
burn
it's
a lot of
evidence.
maps.
Burn evidence.
Yeah, also
Yeah.
that thing is flying around that I mean, do you think is a devil and you're fine that it's just on the loose?
Well,
What can we do
We
about
need-
it? I mean, we can
we
check the
need
roof
to
if you
we
want.
need to find this Jay Drover. Drover gave him this
Yeah.
piece of information.
Right.
Drover knows what this is.
And that
need to find
business card,
Drover.
is it, the meat packing plant might have something to do with
Yeah.
it, or
Maybe Drover works there.
Rooftop butcher shop Drover.
Let's
We've
do
got
it.
a full night ahead. I'm gonna get
Okay.
we need some coffee after
And
this.
let's check the phone book again because it worked the last time.
Yeah, Rogers apparently didn't bother to subscribe.
we're in Arkham, right?
Yep.
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 Yeah. So it's not that high of a population.
No, it's not. Up on the roof, It's the roof of a building. Yeah, nothing.
I was sure it was up there.
Pace around cautiously and look at the sky for a while.
Yeah.
Right. So we leave the building. We check a phone booth. Is there any drovers?
There is a drover.
What?
Jacob Drover. He
There you
is
go.
yep. He has a place down on in the French on French Hill.
French Hill.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do we want to split in half and half of us go to the meat packing place and the other go see Drover? Or do we want to move?
No, because if Drover gave this advice for summoning demons out of hell to this kid, anybody who goes to deal with them, I have to deal with worse. I think we should check out the meatpacking plant and then go and force to deal with Drover. Because I don't know, Graves, if it was just you and one other officer and that thing was there, I don't know how well you would have done. What do you think?
I didn't do anything. I just dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ran away when it got hurt.
I can't even say that it looked at me. It didn't have a face.
What?
It was like it was carved out of, I don't know. Well, it didn't look like stone. It looked kind of like leather, but it had no face. It was just smooth.
Could have been one of those sheer masks that some people wear sometimes.
Well,
Like when they go to the
like that.
masquerades.
Like a stocking.
Well, like when
Yeah.
a criminal puts a pantyhose over his face.
Yeah. Except those aren't invented yet.
Except that you can still see through those. This was pretty solid black. That's why I say it kind of like a gargoyle.
Gargoyles
like a
have faces.
Uncarved. Well, this
It was kind of like a
didn't have one.
gargoyle.
It's creepy as hell. I'm gonna probably see that thing in my dreams now.
And there's some of Roger's blood on the floor, and there's some of its blood on the floor, and its blood is stickier.
Yeah.
I should get it analyzed.
Yeah, I'm regretting now that I didn't get some of the black in a petri dish instead of trying to keep it. I mean, it was alive when I looked at it first, and I thought I could keep it
Mason,
on ice.
Didn't you make the comment that it's mammal? It couldn't be mammal.
Oh no! So when you
Mammals don't
described
have
the bat,
wings.
when you described the bat wings, I thought mammal because bats are mammals and have wings.
But it had arms and legs.
So it's some kind of
Wings.
hybrid mammal thing.
Insect. I don't know.
What-
Weird.
I mean, Castle and Weiser, you and Fox, you all saw it fairly close up.
It was like not in good light,
Yeah.
and it was just for a
It was too
moment.
fast too.
It was thin like a monkey, but big. It wasn't big
Oh.
like a gorilla. It was big like a
Like tall,
thin
big,
monkey.
not
Like
broad,
tall, big.
Okay.
Right.
Taller than a person?
Yeah, I think, or at least as big as a person,
It has
but
to
real
be some
thin.
kind of.
It didn't
it
have a
has to-
belly of any kind.
Has to be some kind of disguise or something.
We should go to Miskatonic and see if they've got pictures of some sort of animal or mythological creature in one of those weird books they have.
So do we want to do the meat packing or Drover first?
Let's do meatpacking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're expecting them to be closed, right? Like,
Yeah.
are we gonna find our way in?
Oh,
Yeah.
Are they?
It's our goal,
What
really.
time is it?
It's probably close to midnight.
Oh,
Guys,
they're
yeah.
closed.
It's an
I
inspection.
should go
Nah.
through. Yeah, but there's nobody
Impromptu
there.
inspection.
It might be completely closed. There might not be anybody
Yeah.
there.
We have reason to believe
Nobody-
their product may be contaminated, so we have to make a midnight inspection.
I mean, I feel,
But if there's nobody there, there's nobody there to let
but maybe
us in.
maybe the animals are there that this comes out of.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, if you want to go after Drover, he'll be in bed.
If he's not at the meatpacking place working the midnight hours, yeah.
Milking hideous creatures.
I'm whatever order, we're going to see them both. And
Well,
we're
you
not
guys
gonna
are
have-
the cops. We're the detectives. You're the cops. What do you want?
Yeah,
You
I
got the
normally
guns.
don't go looking for evidence like that. So, I mean, what feels comfortable to me would definitely go arrest that guy in the middle of the night, pull him out of bed. We could take him to
Well,
the
you-
plant if we want.
Advantage of going to the plant is if we want to inspect the plant with nobody there, we
Mhm.
might be able to do that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, are we gonna break a window? Like, I don't know how to really navigate that.
Pick a lock.
Can you?
I
My
A
lock
little
picks
bit.
at 40.
About the same as mine.
Detectives do have to
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, we do that.
Shave the
Because
law.
I'm
a
not
little
shooting
bit.
it down. I'll go snoop around. I'll do whatever if we think that there's stuff to find there. I would not be very tactic. Like whatever, I'd be loud and
Yeah.
leave a trail.
Maybe that's safe. Maybe there will be somebody. Whatever.
Yeah, there's a
I
night
don't think
watchman,
we need-
maybe. We'd show a couple badges to a night watchman and tell him that we are coming in.
I don't think we
The
need to give
question
them
is,
excuses.
we don't have to, yeah, we just have to tell him
Tell
we're
them
coming.
there's a crime involved.
The question is whether we want to leave Drover like midnight, maybe he's in bed with a glass of milk
Mhm.
or he's asleep already. 2 a.m. when we're done with the meatpacking plant, we're going to be waking up the build. What's the address in French Hill like? Does it look like he lives in an apartment building?
It is an apartment. Yep.
So we might,
French Hill's kind of in the immigrant district, so it's kind of poor.
so they're
They're
used to
probably
cops
used to the
waking people
police.
up.
Yeah.
Maybe we wake him up and take him to the meatpacking place.
Okay.
That's what Weiser thought, right?
In that case,
If-
I think we want to make sure he doesn't talk. So we're gonna have to grapple him and cover his mouth. Because if he's memorized the shit that the kid was using,
And he
We don't
wrote
know.
it down phonetically, so he knows
Yeah.
it.
he knows it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, I was just gonna handcuff him and put him in the back of my car.
Yeah, handcuff him and
Yeah.
stuff a sock in his mouth.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
Yeah, all right. Element of surprise.
Okay.
So Drover first,
Okay.
correct?
Find that page. Okay. All right. So, you guys head over to the apartment in French Hill. It's a rundown 3-story brick building. And his apartment number started with the 2. So we'll say 207. Mhm.
Do we want to knock or do we want to go up the fire escape again?
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not going up the fucking
This-
fire escape this time.
Building does not have a fire escape. They didn't have fire codes back.
Oh, yeah. It's a poor neighborhood.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I mean,
Then we're going
knock.
through the front door
if
then.
they answer to just a knock, then I bang louder and say I'm the police, open up. And honestly, if they don't answer, if they choose not to, that's really my weakness. That's where we're gonna need someone else's plan after that point.
Well, either he'll jump out the window and die, or he will
Or summon a
call
shadow
his
to carry him
little
out the window.
Friend, yeah. But if
Yep.
you hear him chanting, break down the
So-
door.
First things first. It's a 3-story rundown building in a crappy neighborhood. Is it 3 stories and a quarter of a block? Is it 50 apartments, or is it 3 stories and 2 apartments on each side?
Probably about 3 stories. Yeah. And there's like a hallway, and there's 2 doors on one side, 2 doors on the other side of the hallway. So
12 units, give or take.
Yeah.
Are they doorbells on the outside?
like outside the building?
Yeah.
No.
Is it sort of like a residential hotel? Is there a desk where you ring the buzzer and somebody gets out of bed and lets you in?
No, you can just
French
come on in.
Hill.
You just
Yeah.
walk in. All right. So we can go straight to 207.
Mhm.
27. Right. And then we just pop it open. We're not going to knock it open.
Okay, someone else take the lead then. Let's.
Okay.
Well, between
All right.
Weiser and Castle, you should be able to just ram that through that door, right?
Yeah, this is gonna be
Yeah.
a cheap door
Yeah.
building.
Yeah, I
like this.
mean,
I've been lifting. It's fine.
I just a name on a half torn up card. I'm not too comfortable just kicking down his door for that.
Well, no, it's the book the kid had with the shadow thing.
Yeah, okay, you're right. That makes sense. Let's take it down. All right, yeah,
Besides,
find him and handcuff him.
it's-
All right.
It's the 1920s. We can just rough up anybody we want. We're the cops.
It's
right.
true. This is the
And-
golden age of police investigation.
And you're in the minority district. I mean, you're going to get
Yeah.
So,
Shit.
okay. All right. So if I understand right, Officer Castle and Officer Weiser were going to be the ones closest to the door. Where were the CSI techs going to be?
Right on. Oh, sorry.
We
Why
would
don't
be
why
just
don't the
behind them?
detectives stand on each side of the door?
Sure.
That's right. Yeah.
The uniforms will burst in. You guys will follow, and then we'll
We'll go right up.
trail you.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I'll get my gun out too.
You
Right.
guys have the higher education, so we'll keep you as the experts.
Okay. All right. All right. Who's kicking the door?
What's your strength, buddy?
I mean,
He's actually
It
a
was
wimp,
kind of a-
remember?
it was kind of a fluke on that last one. It's I know you got a better kicking leg than me.
I got a 70. I
You got
Look at the
hell of
pipes
a,
on
you
that
got a
leg.
hell of a
Yeah.
kicking leg.
Break it down.
all
Yeah.
right, let's go. All
All right, give me a strength roll.
right. A 19.
Yeah, the door goes
Ooh.
flying open.
Right
It's
off the hinges.
pretty, yeah, it comes flying
It
open. It
splinters.
hits the wall, kind of bounces back, and you kind of hit your foot and you kick it back in again.
No.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really loud, obviously. It is dark inside the apartment.
Looking for a bedroom door and rushing in.
Light,
Rush.
I'll
Yeah.
try to hit the
Yeah.
light switch.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
gun out.
gun,
Just
gun drawn, ready to
Okay.
yeah,
go.
police, don't move.
So the three of you went in. Detective Mason?
Yeah, I went in, but we have flashlights, right? So I'll
Yeah.
have a flashlight and gun
Okay.
combo.
Yeah. Well,
All
okay.
right.
I have
Turn on the light.
Oh, if they work, that's fine. I've got it in case the light doesn't work. I look silly. It's okay.
They do work, but so the two CSI techs, you're standing outside, and the door next to the door that Officer Castle kicked in, it opens up, and this guy sticks his head out. He's like, "Hey, what's going on out here? Some of us got work."
Police.
Yeah, sorry about the noise. It's a police investigation. Do you know this
Oh.
guy?
Oh, Jake? Yeah.
See if a lot of kids visiting on Thursdays, maybe
Thursdays?
college students.
No, just has one guy. Why, is he in trouble?
I think he's in serious trouble. Who's the guy?
I don't know. I mean, you kind of keep your mind your own business in this neighborhood.
Do you know what days particularly he comes?
I work on the weekend, so he usually shows up, on my day when I gotta go get the restaurant starting to get it all set up. So Thursdays,
Yeah.
Thursdays,
That
Mhm.
makes sense.
That's just before the weekend.
yeah.
Has-
Do you know what
has-
time he shows up?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably it's in the evening.
Does he seem to be carrying something, like a couple of jugs, maybe?
Who, the kid that come meets him here?
Yeah.
No, he's got a bag. Some
Just a
bag.
bag.
Yeah.
What
So it's a
color is the
young-
bag?
What kind of bag?
What color is the bag?
A brown, kind of worn out and stuff. It's like,
It's a young
Mine-
guy?
yeah. He's this guy's young, so he's like, yeah, about my age.
Fair enough. Well, we'll try to not make any more noise.
Okay, yeah, I'll put in some earplugs or something. He's
Yeah.
like,
If you hear any shots, just get under your bed.
oh, yeah.
Not go that way.
Okay. All right. So the four of you that go inside, when you come in, this apartment is the definition of squalid. There is trash piled up everywhere. The bedroom, it is just a mattress on the floor with a thin sheet and a blanket that looks like it's been kicked to the bottom. There is a journal laying on the floor next to the bed, but it doesn't take you long to ascertain that there's no one here.
Are there any smells that smell like drug den, like opium smells? Sweet
Body
smell.
odor in here is,
Just body odor.
yeah.
What?
Not taking care of himself like the others. If he's another
Well, I'm
just
waving my gun around
middleman.
and yelling real loud.
Yeah. It, like I said, it doesn't take long to realize that there's 4 people in here and it's the 4 of you.
All right, I'll pick up the journal and just kind of look at it.
Okay. Give me an English roll because it's kind of in a scrawl.
Okay. 31. Let's see, is that a hard? That's a hard success.
So as you kind of go through you've seen the movie Seven and all the bind. So it's like that, but just all cramped in there. And it goes, the Journal of Jonathan Drover.
Okay.
As you kind of go through there, was that a hard or just a regular?
A hard.
Okay, a hard. So
Yeah.
you see constantly over and over again written down, the ends justify the means. The ends justify the means. And then finally, where the script kind of changes, he talks about, he's like, I found the answer in West Africa. He who sits in the jungle of Khled beyond the borders, he sees all times and place.
Lunatic rambling.
And about that time, Gavin and Clive, what are you doing?
We just finished speaking to the neighbor.
Yep.
Now we're walking back into the apartment.
Yeah,
with
I'm
everybody
probably
else.
sort of propping the door back against the jamb to figure out whether we can leave it looking sort of closed or not.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
and he's flown the coop, guys.
So
Let's see, Gork's late.
Clive's in the back.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a spot hidden.
Yipes. Don't like the way that was presented. And I don't like a 97 either.
All right.
Oh,
So yeah, you're messing with the door, and Gavin, for some reason, you kind of turn back to say something to Clive, and you see that kid that was the neighbor. He's got a shotgun pointed at Clive, and he's like going, "Fucking pig," and he pulls the trigger.
shit.
So
Clive.
and when the shotgun goes off, Clive, you get blasted with this black substance, and you can give me a Constitution roll.
Is he getting blasted though in the back of the head?
Sure.
I was like holding the door up, so
Yeah.
my dice are really fond of me. 89 is not a success for Constitution.
89. Okay. Roll a 1d4.
One.
1. You lose 1 hit point from just, even though he was
Blast.
just shooting liquid at you, it kind of blasts you. But what you see, Gavin, you see on him this black liquid. It actually starts coating his head and moving around over to his eyes. And Clive, you see into the future. Well, you don't know it's into the future, but you see the United States. You see the Capitol building, and everything's. They seem to be. Some guy's got a thick Arkansas accent. He seems to be talking about how he did not have sex with that woman, Mrs. Lewinsky, and you're like, what in the hell is this? But
And
then
it's daylight, and
It's
there's a crowd, and
yep,
I'm
daylight, but there's these weird contraptions, like we would know they're television cameras as and what are the 4 of you that are not seeing President Clinton deny?
I'm continuing to look around to see if
Well,
there's any
you
other
did hear a
evidence.
shotgun blast.
Yeah, that's right.
Like if
Yeah, we come
I'm
running.
anywhere where I see like a fellow officer get shot with a shotgun, I'm gonna try to fire back at the guy.
Okay, all right. You are. Let's see here. You are Buddy. You are faster him. You got a good dex.
What did he
But,
mean?
I mean, I don't know
base?
how like angles line up or like what part of the room I was in. Like if he's standing in the doorway, I'll take a shot.
Yep. That'll be handled by how well you roll. If you rolled a hit, you got yourself in a good spot to shoot him.
I got a regular success of 30.
Okay, that's a hit.
Can we maybe do a sanity roll for the gun going off?
Yeah.
Probably,
I rolled
yeah.
I rolled an 8 for damage.
Hey,
Like just yelling like drop the weapon.
that is this is not half, so he doesn't have to make his con roll.
I will do a sanity roll though for being like start. I rolled a 1. I rolled a 0-1.
Here I go.
All right.
Yeah, regular success.
I was expecting this.
Okay, all right. All right. He has the next highest dex out of everyone, and he's got another barrel. All right, and Gavin, you were the next one in line.
Yeah.
So he squeezes the trigger and shoots at you. He will have to roll for this time because it's not. But he hits, and you take like this black liquid right in the face. Yeah, give me a Constitution roll.
Okay. I failed that one actually.
Okay.
Wait.
Take 1d4 in damage.
A 2.
Okay. All right. You take 2 points. But what's worse is the black gets into your eyes and you feel this burning. And next thing that you see is you're in the jungle and you see this this large beast. It's got like a cloak around it, and you see it opens up the cloak, and you see the thing that flew into the apartment that you were in. It's suckling at one of the teats hanging off of the beast when it opened up its cloak, and it kind of looks at you and smiles. And as it smiles, like some of the black fluid that it was suckling out of the teat starts coming out, and you can give me a sanity roll for that.
Okay. I failed that one as well.
All right, for seeing this thing, you 1d20.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
11.
Oh no. Oh no.
11. Okay. Well, that is not your 20% because your 20% is 12. So give me an intelligence roll.
Okay.
You want to fail it?
Please
Come
fail.
on.
I failed that one too.
Okay. All right. Well, your mind shielded you from realizing that what you saw was real. So, but if you lose one more point of sanity, you still will have a bout.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. Up next is Gavin. You have a bunch of black crap all over your face. And even though you're seeing this, you can still feel it starting to go up your nose. And it's quite disturbing that, it feels like it's actually moving of its own willpower.
Oh. So I'm literally just going through this right now. I just yell out Clive because that's the first thing that I saw the whole time. So I just keep yelling that out.
What the fuck? Seems reasonable to me, actually. All right, moving on down. Ethan. You
Okay, all of the gun firing and everything. I was kind of looking around when the gun started going off. I come running out with my gun, but more tactically because I'm hiding and I'm going to shoot at this guy.
Okay.
If I have a clear shot.
Yep, you do. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm aiming for his head.
That makes sense to me. He shot at 2 officers.
And I got a 10.
All right. Is that an extreme?
Let's see. My handgun is. Whoops, where's my handgun? 60.
Yep,
That
that's
is
an
an
extreme.
extreme.
His head
Nice.
explodes. Yes.
Couldn't happen to a
Because-
nicer guy.
Yeah, because it's 1d10 plus 10. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
His head blows off. You hear from upstairs, "Hey, keep it down now." No, just kidding.
I'm gonna
All
I'm gonna
right.
rush over to the two forensics agents, and if this stuff is actively on their face, I'll take off my jacket and try to wipe the stuff off of their get away from their mouths and eyes. Just try to clear it,
Okay.
pull it off.
As you do that, you rub it, and when you pull the cloak back, there's none on your coat, and it seems to like it's spreading out more on their face.
What was? Okay, is there any alcohol in this place?
Like rubbing alcohol?
Sure.
Give me a
Any kind of
luck roll. Give me a luck
Okay.
roll.
Is there a sink? Or we
There
can-
is a sink.
Regular success.
No, there's not. You needed it hard. So there is a sink though.
Get him over to the sink.
Okay, yeah, I'll take Clever in the sink and I'll try to run the water on it.
Okay. When you run the water on Clyde, it hits the black, and the black actually like visibly like flinches away from it, and then as the sink water just keeps running, it forces it off of Clive's head and it goes down the drain.
Is there any way to that goes down the drain?
Unless you
Yeah.
want to try and stop it somehow.
No, I don't want to handle this
Just
shit.
get it
Okay.
off the head. They're going to suffocate.
Yeah, okay. Then I'll grab Gavin and do him next then. If
I'll,
Okay, yeah.
I'll grab Gavin too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't like water.
Yeah, you
Well,
wash
that's
it
good.
off, no problem. Yeah.
So as you're grabbing me, I'm just yelling out, Clive, 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 Clive.
Are you okay? Are you okay? You guys are probably.
Yeah. Can you see? I'll sort of wave my hand in front of your face. Can you
I
see
can
me?
see it barely. Yeah,
Yeah.
feel it just a
It's
little.
like there's an Arkansan, and then this hand comes between me and the Arkansan, and it's
Mhm.
this dingy apartment again.
Yep.
What the fuck just happened?
You got clouded with the black.
What
Do I
happened?
do I taste it?
Ugh.
No, because yours hit you kind of in the back, so it was kind of
it was like one mass. It was like all one mass, and it coated you, and then the water chased it off. It ran away.
It was like it was alive, but
Yeah.
the water it didn't like.
Were we here the whole time?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just a couple of seconds.
Oh,
Why did
Wow.
it seem like more than a couple seconds?
More and far away from where we were at.
What do you mean?
I'd like to kick the weapon away from the body and check for an
Okay.
ID.
You check for an ID. He probably doesn't have it because he was in bed. He probably didn't have one on him.
I'm going to go to his apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His apartment.
His apartment is kind of a mirror image of it. It's kept up a little bit better. He actually has a bed frame. But you do find an ID. It is for Willis Carter.
Carter.
Hmm.
Ha ha.
So this isn't the guy we were looking for, but they must
No.
work together or something.
Oh no, it could be. He could have kept it as a dummy apartment.
Well, but a dummy ID too.
Or he was
Good
just
idea.
feeding that guy the same stuff
Yeah.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just use
I
it
don't
as a
think-
cover.
I don't think Drover was the one in charge. I think there's somebody higher up. He might have been a distributor, but these
Unless
drug
Carver-
things go.
Okay, is there any other documents or books or anything around here to tie this guy in?
Which apartment are you in?
Carver.
Carter's.
Carter's.
Yeah, you find like anything to tie him in there. What you find in there is like a little diary. We'll say he keeps a journal. And as you kind of flip through it, it talks about how about 8 weeks ago, he's happy that he got a job. He's going to be the personal bodyguard of Jacob Drover.
Oh, so Drover's still out there somewhere.
Rover is still out there.
Drover is still out there.
Well, maybe the meatpacking plant or whatever it
Yeah.
was.
Does he talk
Oh,
about where he takes Drover to when he guards him? With the routine?
It does not. No.
He
I'm
works
glad to see
late.
that you two are good after getting shot. I
Dang.
thought that was a real gun. I thought that he took you out.
Yeah, I mean it was a real gun. It just wasn't shot. It was so there's got to be some samples of that stuff around here.
There's
Look
some all over the
for-
floor and the walls, isn't there?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
He had a shotgun loaded with it. Are there any cartridges or anything
Right,
around?
are there
in the room?
shells?
Yeah, if you
Stuff.
check his pockets, he had a couple other shells in his pocket. So
Jesus Christ, he used to have a skull too.
yeah.
He did.
Fucking hell.
Are
We're
the
gonna have
shells
to-
empty? Do they have the
Was-
stuff in it?
It does seem like there's some liquid in there.
Okay, we've got some samples
Weird.
to work with. That's something.
Modified ammunition.
That's insane. I mean, what did you see, Gavin? Because I went someplace real. I'm actually going to roll sanity.
Oh
I-
yeah, I forgot to
I'm-
ask for your sanity roll. Sorry.
It's all right. I passed.
Okay,
Take
just
one
one.
anyway.
Yeah. Yep. One.
Yeah, I was someplace else, and I know that it was the future. I don't know how I know that, but like it was a vision. I mean, it wasn't. I've had like high fevers and sort of seen things. This wasn't like that. I was really someplace else for a moment.
I was too. I just didn't know where. I did, though, see the winged beast,
The shadow.
the shadow. Yeah.
Well, you saw it in the apartment though, so maybe it was already in your mind. And since I only saw it like, as a shape, maybe I made up this. It was
Maybe.
like, it was about politics, and it was weird.
Well, you guys both just took a big dose of the drug that's been killing people. We probably need to take attention to you. We don't want to go break in and go after someone else right now. We don't know what's going to happen. You guys might have withdrawals it was
Yeah.
turning people into like walking corpses.
Yeah, Keith, I assume I don't feel any desire to experience that again.
Not right now.
Not right now.
Why don't
Again,
the two of
beautifully
you-
phrased.
Why don't the two of you go get checked out, make sure you're okay, and then go to bed?
Well, and you
Yeah.
can take
Pick
your
you up in
samples
the
back
morning.
too. You can look at
Yeah.
the stuff in the cartridges and the blood sample.
Buddy, do you think it's a good idea to leave the samples with
Yeah, you know what? Why don't we have you check
the
the samples
druggies.
with another person present? So we'll hold on to them for now, and then we'll research them later with you.
Well, the
I
thing
don't
is
know.
that
I've never taken drugs before. I don't understand that stuff too well.
when I tried to keep them on ice, it just died. We should at least get something into a petri dish. We have to get the whole precinct out here to clean up this situation.
Well, how long does it survive in his shotgun shells? Does he load them every day?
We didn't understand this stuff. That's why I want to make sure we get a live
Yeah,
sample.
I'm just saying it seems like it's durable to me if it could just be rustled around in his pocket.
Right. Officer
I-
Weiser, it seems that way to you, but the thing is I tried to keep it alive and it died. So
Okay.
maybe it's just a quantity. Also, we have to be concerned about whether or not it's in the sewer system now.
Just keep running the water down the drain, maybe.
Yeah, let's get that
the
on
water
there.
going.
Pour some
These
bleach
damn
down
drug
there.
dealers ruining our town.
Get it into the river.
Well, if it
All
doesn't
I'm-
like
all I'm
water, it's not
suggest-
like the sewers. Sorry.
All I'm suggesting is that Clive and Gavin, you've been shot, and
Yeah.
I know you're not bleeding or anything, but
No, I'm gonna have
maybe
a
you
hell of a
need to
lump
go
tomorrow.
home and go to bed and sleep it off, and
Yeah.
get back to work
No,
tomorrow.
I
because-
am not arguing.
Yeah.
My
I don't know. I just got shot in the face. I don't think I should be sleeping right now.
That's also true.
Well, go get checked out then at the doctor's at the hospital.
Yeah, maybe we take a trip over. Maybe somebody drives us in case we do have a head injury that's significant over to the hospital. We check in with Rogers and we call it a night. The meat packing place. Well, that's the thing. If he wasn't in his apartment and this guy was his bodyguard.
He's working late at the meat packing. He comes back. His bodyguard is gone, or the body's here. The door's busted.
Everything's ruined. There's blood everywhere.
He's going to move on.
Neighbors are going to talk. Right.
The cops and the detectives can take care of that tonight. You guys you've been traumatized.
Can we assume this is the only person that's involved in this entire building?
No,
could be a bunch of other people
in the building. We don't know.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of doors opening and heads poking out? After a couple of pre-shots.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't know if I'd be opening my apartment door if I'd heard shots
people,
out.
Yeah. They'd be staying inside.
Yeah.
And we just heard a lot of chains closing.
Yeah.
It's also possible this boy next door went in and called Jacob.
Did he have a phone? Did he have a phone in his apartment?
No, it's like a party line. So when you came in, there's a party phone downstairs.
Right. Okay. Why don't we head to the meatpacking plant, drop the our forensics guys off at the hospital en route, and we got to get this guy before he finds out what happened. I mean, otherwise we're going to lose him.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not.
But wait a minute. We know this stuff doesn't like water. Should we commandeer a fire engine?
Fire engine?
Do you have some kind of connections? I don't think I can just pull one of those out.
Well, can we?
Like drive it into the building either. How about squirt guns? I mean, they'd at least shoot water. We have what is it?
A seltzer bottle.
Do we have seltzer bottles? We would have seltzer bottles.
Do you want to go to the bar?
What do fire extinguishers use in this?
What about
period?
we just get some fire hose, hook it up to a hydrant? We won't need a whole engine.
We would have to assume there's a hydrant where we're going.
Well, people don't like having the buildings burned down. There's probably a hydrant somewhere around.
Wait, what time of year is it?
We need
March.
we need the wrench to open a fire hydrant. We need
a favor from the fire department, but maybe not a whole engine. Just a wrench and a hose, maybe one buddy to help us out.
I mean, the thing is, they're awake 24 hours. Somebody's always on shift.
And I'm sure they're willing to help the police.
They might be relieved to escape the boredom, honestly. We get somebody at it.
Yeah.
Well,
but if we fire at these guys with a hose, that stuff's just going to disperse out.
Well, I don't.
I don't think we can shoot that stuff.
Those hoses are big and heavy. This thing reacted to the little bit of trickle of water. What if we just get like garden sprayers with water? I don't know. I can't see us dragging a 50-pound fire hose in through doors and hallways, and it doesn't make any sense.
Garden sprayers it is then. Okay. We're going to have to visit a hardware store in the middle of the night.
No, we can just go to a bar. We'll just get seltzer bottles.
Okay.
And then they're pressurized.
We're not here to arrest you guys for drinking. We just need your seltzer bottles.
That's right. There's no bars.
Don't mind us. I'm sure they'll be happy to see us go with them. Yeah. Okay.
I need to commandeer this, sir.
Keeper, I'd like to, since Gavin got it in the face, I'd like to sort of try first aid or medicine on him and see what he's doing.
That's a good idea.
Anybody has ever said that.
Thank you. Since he got it in the face.
That's the first time we've ever gone into a dangerous area with squirt guns.
Yeah. So I've got an extreme. Well, I can spend one for an extreme on medicine if it's going to help.
What are you trying to do?
Trying to figure out what Gavin's condition is. Like, I have a lump on the back of my head.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I hit impact, but he didn't.
Yeah, I picture kind of like.
And I'm curious about like tiny black oil in
Bye.
around his eyeball. I
Yeah.
just want to see.
Yeah, you don't see any of that, but you do see like if you've ever had a firework go off kind of close to your face, kind of the little trauma that happens to your eyes
Right.
and everything. He's definitely got that and everything, but like is what you would expect. Is
Okay.
that okay? Yeah,
He's got a general concussion. He had pressure against his face.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
There's nothing that looks wrong or worrying or immediate.
yes, yeah.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, let's go down to the meatpacking place and see whether it's cold, dark, and locked, and there is no guy there, and then we can go to the hospital,
Okay.
Mhm.
right? And if it's active, then you want 2 more people there, and we do have to get other uniforms in here to deal with this body and
Yeah, we'll have to call it in.
lock this place up, so on.
All right.
Which is a call from the downstairs hallway, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Or from the car
landlord,
radio.
he probably lives in 101, and he lets you use the phone and he'll talk to the other cops that get here he's not as he's like, oh man, what a mess. He's not getting his security deposit back.
How long has
Not
Drover
again.
been in the building?
Drover has been in the building. Jacob Drover. He has been rented this apartment out for the past year.
And Carter, was he here before?
He was, yeah. He'd been here for a couple of years.
Do you know if anybody else in the building got friendly with Drover?
No, we have a pretty high turnover rate. A lot of people come in here and then they head out west to try and try their
Escape
luck
the law.
outside of. Yep.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
Can you say they've always been on time with rent?
Oh yeah, we don't put up with it. We can always find someone else to rent that apartment.
All right, let's get you guys to the hospital.
No, we're going downtown to the meatpacking place first, in case we need more bodies. But it's probably going to be
All
closed,
right.
dark, and quiet.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to the hospital.
Ethan, do you want to go to one of your speakeasies on the route and grab some seltzer bottles?
Yeah, I could probably do that. You want me to meet you there?
Sure.
All right.
I mean, we're at least 2 vehicles, so we can. And I imagine that the meatpacking district is near the speakeasies.
Yeah.
Like
Low rent,
waterfront, low rent.
Okay. All right. So if I understand right, some of you are headed straight to the meatpacking building, whereas Ethan is going to get some seltzer bottles. You having anyone help you carry these seltzer bottles?
I mean, don't we just want to, again, we want to convoy 2 vehicles because we're too many for one. Well, I guess we're not.
Yeah.
We're probably all in one giant sedan.
What
Yeah,
I'll
we
do
want
is
to
I'll
get
get
crate
6
of those.
seltzer bottles.
All right. They look at you like, okay, we're going to charge you for those. But
I could just go over to the police department and tell them of your, don't we have a thing going here?
you're right. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
wait, these are old anyway. They
Yeah.
don't have as many bubbles
Oh,
as I was hoping
It's just
for.
it's just fucking water. I'll bring
Yeah,
them
yeah.
back
Okay,
and
yeah.
you can refill them.
You guys doing a Three Stooges tribute or something? Yeah.
Stop asking questions.
All right. Yep. No problem.
I don't ask questions about your business.
That's true. That's true. So you got your seltzer
So I'll load
bottles.
them in my car and I'll drive over there.
Okay.
Probably takes me an additional 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. All
10
right.
minutes,
So
maybe.
you guys are driving toward the meat plant. meat packing plant. And who's driving?
I guess I'll drive.
You'll drive. Okay.
Yep.
Who's in the the front passenger seat?
Buddy, do you want to
Gab-
ride shotgun? Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
all right,
for
all right,
sure.
buddy. Give me a spot hidden.
Nice. I rolled a 67, which I don't think is a pass. Let me
All
check.
right.
Nope.
Okay.
Fail.
All right. Yep. So you guys pull up to the address that you were kind of got off that card. You see the meat packing plant. It has it looks like, most of the windows have been boarded up. It gives an impression that it was a abandoned building until recently ago. You do see that there is lights on inside the building.
Mhm. What floor? Like top floor, ground floor?
The windows are kind of the openings are up on the top floor.
So usually in a lot of these places, that's where the offices are, right? Because the ground floor would be where all the killing floor and stuff would be, or whatever it would be. Okay.
Yep.
Well, we're going to wait for Detective Graves before we do any kind of going in. Buddy, do you want to kind of like do a walk around the premises just to see if there's anything to look out for?
Yeah, I'll do that. And is there like a sign like under like the main doorway or above the main door?
Yeah, there's a sign, but it's kind of like maybe one of the fasteners is off, and so it's kind of hanging a little low, hanging askew. It says Campbell's meat processors.
Okay, because I was curious if it would be a new sign or something, since like the place looks like it was abandoned. Like, I don't know, it just seems like it's really run down. But yeah, so I'll try to do a quick lap, like just kind of note doorways and see if I can get any peeks inside.
All right. So as you walk around, where the way you approach it, you have the main double doors to come in. As you go around, you've got on the north side, there's a ramp that you can infer they probably walked the cattle up into where they bring it in there for slaughter. As you go around, you can see that there is another opening in the building, which it looks like it probably dumps into the river. And you see a body kind of laying on the ground.
I'll go check for vitals.
As you go up, he looks like a vagrant, but he is definitely, find no pulse. And he can give me, do you have any natural world, forensics, something where you could kind of determine cause of death, biology?
I think 10% in natural world is what I got.
All right.
Well,
hey, give me a roll. You might get lucky.
I rolled 55. No way.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, he's dead. You can't quite determine what he passed away from.
Okay. Yeah, just a dead hobo. Is it kind of like in an alley? Like what's
No, kind of like kind of next to the building. It looks like maybe he was leaned up against it when he was alive, and now he's kind of just crumpled onto the ground.
Is there like a road? Like, I'm just wondering, like, is there a lot of traffic here? Like, would anybody notice him? Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, yeah, just a dead hobo. Well, maybe I'll point that out to everyone.
Okay. All right. So when you make it back, about that time, we'll say that Detective Graves shows up.
All right.
Got one for each of us.
Oh, nice.
All right.
They give you any trouble?
Point and shoot.
Whoa, Graves, apparently we've got a deceased on the premises. I'm going to have let's see, somebody should come.
I'm not surprised. What did they die of?
I'm not sure. It just looks like a homeless person. Like maybe they starved or something. But I mean, yeah, just lumped up against the building. I don't think it really has anything to do with what we're doing. I don't know, unless they were a junkie. I didn't see any vials.
Bodies are
Well-
bodies. Somebody who hasn't gotten knocked in the head.
Yeah,
Somebody
but
may
I
well
mean,
have-
lights are on inside, and we've already been killing people. I think like maybe check the body afterwards.
Is the person kind of in a hidden spot, or are they right out in the open?
Yeah, it's like the back side of the building, just slumped up.
Did you notice any of the black on it?
No,
Was it lying in a puddle of blood?
you guys can just go look at it if you want. It's
Yeah.
right back there.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just keep our flashlights low and not, make a lot of noise so that anybody inside doesn't notice. It's not like they're peering out the windows.
Yeah. All right. So you guys make it back there, like described to Officer Weiser. Yep. You see this used to be a vagrant, this kind of laying there on the ground, obviously deceased.
How long deceased?
We'll get a
Got a 17 for, so that's a hard for medicine or for forensics.
He's probably been dead a little over 24 hours without a thermometer. You probably can't quite get a.
He's
You can
air
see from the
temperature.
lividity and the blood
Yeah.
pooling. And
As you look at him, you see around his temples, there's a lot of bruising and everything. And you can give me a forensics.
24 is also a hard.
Looking at it, it looks like he was stomped to death by hoofs.
Mhm.
the devil's hooves.
What kind of feet did the shadow thing have?
I
Had
didn't
hooves?
really see. I thought he had claws, but the devil has hooves like a goat.
Well, remember, we're
Yeah.
thinking they might be using cattle somehow to make
That's
the mixture
true.
with the blood. So there could be some very
Stand
mad
up.
cows.
And these contusions could be from anything with a heavy, blunt foot, horse,
Yeah.
mule, cow, etc. He's not exsanguinated or anything.
As in bled out? No.
Yeah.
Bloodless.
No.
He's just trampled to death, probably by
Yep.
accident and ignored.
Yep.
And it doesn't have any bullet holes or anything else like that in it.
There is
It's
not.
just,
No.
He's just, he probably was just, and this is by the ramp that the animals would.
No, it's a little bit further from that. It's probably
Is it closer to the river dumping zone?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
What they're dumping in the river. All right. So do we want to try to cover more than one entrance? I was hoping we wouldn't see any lights inside, but we've got lights. Do we want to come in?
I think
Can we
should
tell
go
where the
together.
lights are localized? Like, are there lights like closer to one entrance and darker on another side?
I'm betting this building doesn't have a lot of windows in it. They don't usually
No.
put a lot of windows in facilities where they process animals.
Yeah, you probably can gain that they probably just have like some heavy lights hanging from the ceiling and
Gotcha.
they're all on.
I'm wondering if we don't want to try the ramp exit door.
Yeah,
because
because
that's likely to not make any noise and not be super visible from whatever the office is.
Did I notice any parked vehicles? I'm kind of starting to wonder if this is like a bigger operation, like how many people there might be here.
Sure. Yeah, there was a car there.
Okay, just one.
well, since we're by the cattle entrance, do we hear or smell any animals?
Give me a
Smell hidden?
Hidden.
Yeah.
Smell
I mean, it is a meat packing plant. I think we're going to
Mhm.
smell,
Hard
even if there were no
success.
animals here.
Hard.
Hard.
You can.
So Jersey.
It's not
Physical.
as It's not as strong of a smell as you would think of from an active meat packing plant, but you can definitely tell that, like, you know how, like, if a cat pees on a rug, it doesn't matter how much you clean it, you're still going to have that hint there, you know. And so
is it more like it used to kind of have the animal smell, but it's gotten weak?
Yep.
So, okay. But this fellow died recently.
Yesterday.
Well, you know, Harmon, the animal that we think is being milked, perhaps it is what killed him. Is that possible? If it's a bigger sort of cattle creature of some kind?
My guess is that they're using some animal product to grow the stuff. And
if I was going to hazard a guess, I would say that the man may have stumbled into their thing looking for shelter and got trampled by whatever they have inside. They just tossed his body out the door and into the street.
Yeah.
Because I don't think their herd of cattle came running down the street here and ran him over.
No. That just means the creature could just be on the other side of these doors. That's all, whatever it is.
If there's only one car, then it's likely there's one guy, so one or two guys. We should just go inside.
How many of us came in one car?
We're 6 people.
How many of us came in one car?
You had 5 in one car.
So
is theirs a touring car? Is it like a big car that you could fit?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the homeless guy didn't bring enough guns, so yeah, we go in there, and if we see any platypuses, we shoot them.
And if any neighbors say hello, we shoot them too.
At this point, I suppose so.
Yeah, we should just shoot everybody.
Unfriendly neighbor policy.
Was there an actual connection, or did the business card just? What was the connection between the business card and our perpetrators?
It could have been completely scrap paper that they wrote their weekly numbers on. But given that this place, the business card looked old, this place looks like it's been abandoned for years, but there's somebody here in the middle of the night. I think it's not just any old scrap paper. I think it's specific to our.
Yeah.
Well,
and if this was a legitimate business and some bum got trampled,
they would deal with it. Yep.
Well, yeah. Let's just remember the possibility that these just might be meat packers and nothing else.
Well, so sorry.
Don't just go shooting.
Was he in like a sitting position against the wall? Like you said, he was slumped against it, right?
Yeah, you get the impression that he was like, okay, I want to get out of the wind, so I'm going to go onto the lee side of the building.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if somebody else moved him after he was dead, because then definitely they should have called it in.
Yeah, maybe he was trampled and then he managed to get against the wall and die.
Yeah, that sucks.
I appreciate your concern for the public welfare, Graves, and you're right that we shouldn't bomb the place before we ask any questions, but we should also not assume that somebody who seems innocent is not going to shoot me in the head with a shotgun.
Right, absolutely. Let's not get trigger happy. That's all I'm saying.
One near assassination.
I say that, and then we walk in, and some guy makes a clicking noise, and I just shoot him in the.
And if
already killed one man this evening.
And if you see a cow or anything, and it starts to look curious and get closer, probably shoot it too.
Or anything that flies, shoot it.
Anything that flies.
A faceless monkey thing.
Faceless monkey, evil cow, whatever it is.
Yeah. All right. We're going through the double door main entrance.
No, the riverside is what you said, right?
Okay.
The cattle door, yeah.
All right. So, who's going first? Give me a stealth roll, if you're trying to be stealthy.
You guys want me in the lead?
Are you sneaky?
Yeah.
Probably not. No.
We always bring the cops along for, because you're expendable.
I'm
Yeah,
stealthy.
basically.
I'm stealthy 20% of the time.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
take a look.
Oh.
I'm actually moderately sneaky. Oh, look.
Yeah, you see me about to like bang on the door and yell
No,
police.
no. Okay.
Yeah.
Slow down. Okay, I'll ease it open quietly,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
slip in, and I'll sort of look around in there,
All right. Give
and
me
I'll
a
make a
roll.
stealth roll. There we go.
I'm like watching his technique to see how he does it. I only
Oh,
kick down
nice.
doors.
07. So let's see.
07. All
Nice.
right.
That is an extreme
Mhm.
success.
Bam,
I vanish from your viewpoint.
You just
All right, so
disappeared.
as you kind of come in there, you see three men standing around. They've got this like looks like a still,
Mhm.
like they're and it's got this pipe, and they get down with this like knife, and they kind of scrape on this piece of marble
Mhm.
and into some vials, and they bring it up to the still, and they turn a little faucet, and they fill up the vial, and then they cap it.
So they're scraping crap off the marble and adding alcohol, it looks like.
Some kind of liquid. Yeah.
Some kind of
It's
liquid.
black stuff that they're scraping.
Yep.
Yep.
It's the stuff. It's the black.
Mhm.
And these three guys, are they carrying weapons with them right now? Or are they just kind of chilling, in their skivvies, making the stuff?
They're not in their skivvies, but they are. They could. It looks like like they're wearing like they're probably got their coats off because they're doing physical work and all. You see, one of them does have a like a holster, where he does have a pistol in there,
Mhm.
and he's the one that's kind of looks like he's supervising
Okay.
the other
They
two.
look like straight goons.
They look like college age kids.
Okay.
Armed college age kids, though.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So I'll slip back out and tell you guys. Now, this changes the equation slightly because firearms are now involved.
Right.
And there's a still,
mean-
which means we have every reason to go in there and treat this as a prohibition thing. We could even call up for some backup.
We should.
I mean, as much as I'm scared of
That's-
flying monkey man, I'm more scared of bullets, honestly.
Have
We just
to-
shoot him first.
That's a good attitude, buddy. That's a good
Here's
attitude.
a 1920s question. Do we have police radios, or do we have to go find a police box to call
In
it?
our cars, we do.
We have the
thought-
radio in the car. We could call for backup from there.
Tell them we got an illegal still.
Okay, I'll go back to the car and I'll make the call.
Okay.
Yeah, do whatever you want. I'll just stay by the door waiting for you
All right.
guys to tell me we're charging.
Okay,
And
so
just, oh, go ahead.
so Officer Castle, you call back, and what do you say?
We've got a illegal still, a giant one down on River Street in the meatpacking district, and I list the address and I ask for some backup.
Backup. How many officers do you have?
Right now?
Yeah.
Two?
Two? Oh,
Two?
only two officers? Okay.
Just two.
Okay, how many perpetrators do you think you have?
Right now we saw three.
Three.
Three. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Only
Well,
seen
okay.
three.
Okay. Two
And there's a
officers.
dead guy out back. We found
Okay.
it. There's already a dead guy.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We'll send two more officers. That way you got 4 to 3.
Two! No, we need like 10.
10 officers for. We got a whole city to
Is this
patrol.
my brother? Bob, is this you?
No.
Are you fucking with me?
No.
Are you fucking with me? Get Jim over here too. Get all you
Yeah.
guys.
Okay. And he says something a little sexist to you about how, the poor lady can't handle,
Oh,
Shut up! Oh my gosh. Not this shit again. Look, I'm telling you, Buddy and I are here. We need help. We need
Right.
backup. They are
Right.
armed.
Buddy
We
can't
did.
handle. I've seen Buddy shoot. He can handle 2 guys, and you can handle 1. I understand.
Buddy can barely open the freaking door. Let's go. Come
All right.
on.
Wait. Like I said, I got one. I got one headed your way.
Two cop cars filled with people.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And send a fire truck if you got one of those.
A fire truck.
Yeah, there
Oh.
may be there's probably a fire
Okay.
that still
Yep.
may blow. We need a fire truck too. You know I'm good for it.
Give me a persuade.
Oh, fuck yeah. No, I would rather do charm on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Nope. Failed.
He goes, yeah, we'll send him right down. He's like going, you're still cooking dinner for the place, right? Huh, honey?
Oh my God. You guys are the fucking worst. Seriously, it's 1920. Can't we get over this shit? Come on.
Yeah, it's 1920.
The sexual revolution. 1920.
All
I'm gonna remember this. Thanks, man.
right.
I go back inside. I
Okay.
go back to the guys. The backup's coming. I ordered a fire truck too. We got this.
Hell yeah, good job.
Okay.
So
All right.
Wiser, they were scraping the black off of a stone,
Yeah.
piece of ivory. What shape was the? Because I'm expecting something fluid to begin with. I didn't realize
Was something dripping on the stone?
Mm-mm.
Did it look more like a moss?
I mean, when you're kind of is Mason that saw it, right? So it looked like
Mason saw it.
literally they were like, give me a spot hidden to see how well you got to look at it. So
Regular success.
regular. You could have swore that they weren't actually like scraping the stone. They were like getting something that was already on top of the stone, like collecting it.
Well, maybe it's like a fungal growth sort of thing, and they've got a
That's what I was
substrate.
wondering.
That's interesting.
Do we just rush in and pull our guns and say freeze?
I think at this point we know that we've got the source. We want to make sure they don't deliver on Friday. We think that there are probably fewer than 3 people, or probably many more than 3 people.
One of them could be Jonathan or whatever his name is.
One of them could be Jacob.
Jacob,
Maybe in
sorry.
a family business, because Jonathan was also on that journal.
Well, and if they don't
all
freeze,
3
we
were
can
young,
pull-
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
we try to make them surrender. We tell them to drop their weapons. Anyone that doesn't, we kill and
And
handcuff the rest.
if they start reciting in some language we don't recognize, we shoot them.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't let them babble. No flying monkeys.
No flying monkeys. All right. Let's do it.
Okay.
Quietly at first until we come around the corner and we're suddenly there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll make
All
an
right.
effort to surprise them, but that might be more hurry than sneaky.
So you guys are still going to kind of come in through the cattle ramp.
Yeah, but if
That's
once
where he
we
has
get
eyes on
inside
him.
the door, we can
Mhm.
kind of get to where we're coming at them directly from different
Mm-hmm.
directions.
Pincer
Okay.
maneuver.
All right. All right.
Mhm.
So, because if everyone has to roll, one of you is a guaranteed fail. So
Yep.
whoever has your lowest stealth, give me a roll. But since Detective Mason has already gotten the door open, you can have a bonus die on your stealth.
Stealth 20?
20.
Still
I'm
20.
at 40.
Yeah, I'm higher.
60.
All right. So,
So
of
20 's
the
the
ones
lowest.
with 20, who has the lowest luck?
Ooh.
65.
65.
60, 60.
All right, Ethan, give me a
Up to
roll.
you,
You
Ethan.
And you said with the bonus dice?
With a bonus die. Right.
All right. First roll is 69.
That's a lot of luck.
Nice.
Nice.
And then 19.
19. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, you guys kind of get yourself all positioned in there.
Yep.
And while you're kind of coming in there, you're kind of listening, and you see the main guy go. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna have to get some more on there to get another order filled in. Paul's doing well selling this out. He's like, soon I'll be able to buy my home again." And
As we step in. Don't think so.
All right. So, how close is everyone together? Because I'm assuming you kind of spread out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I think we want to spread out enough to be surrounding them, but not pointing guns at each other on the other side.
Right. We don't want to do that.
So like 180 degrees around.
Yeah. Everyone give me a luck roll.
I passed.
Oh, 07.
I
Nice.
failed by 1.
James Bond.
Ooh,
Nice.
Pass.
Dang.
regular success.
Oh yeah, extremes. I'm very, very,
Okay.
very
All
lucky.
right. So only Officer Castle failed.
Oh
Okay.
no.
That's fine.
Oh, no.
Okay.
By 1.
By 1. Yep. That still fell. All right. So, okay.
Wait.
So when you
Good
step
luck.
out,
You got
and
luck.
you got luck on that luck roll. So, so when you step out and what do you say again there, Detective Graves?
I said the only house you're going to is the big house.
He looks up and he's like going, he kind of looks at you with like these eyes and he's like going, oh, I haven't broken any laws.
Drop your. Oh, well. Do they have all weapons? No, they're.
Yeah, well, the
They're
guy
holstered.
talking does have a holstered gun.
Okay. Take the gun out of your holster and drop it on the ground. Don't make any funny moves.
Oh, of course. And he reaches down, and Officer Castle, give me a listen roll.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Should have scanned this picture in. I didn't think.
A hard.
A hard. So you hear like bones rattling behind you. So you see this thing of this black liquid holding together bones and everything. You can give me a sanity roll.
Fuck. I fail.
1d10.
What?
Ooh, nasty.
A 3.
3. So you lose 3, but the skulls and everything you see at the end of it, it has hoofs that are tied to the appendages and everything. And we'll go into dex order here. All right. So who had their guns drawn? Because you get a plus 50.
Did.
All right. Okay. Yep. I thought you did. I just wanted to give you that. All right. So, buddy, you are the fastest.
Well, I think I'm fixated on the people, right? I don't notice the monster.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but did Sarah yell out or anything?
Well, we're kind of saying that on her turn she'll yell out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're looking at the guy taking his gun.
Yeah, Graves approached one person, so I guess I'm just gonna pick someone else, like maybe whoever I see like looks in charge, and move up to them, and tell them hands behind your back. Put your
he's the guy that pulled the gun out and he kind of drops it. So okay,
yep, great. So I'll just
Take it
focus
over
on
here.
him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, Gavin.
I would be pointing at the other
Okay.
perpetrators too.
You approaching or just keep the gun on them?
I'm approaching.
Okay. Sounds good. So you go up. You can approach it, no problem at all. Okay. All right. Ethan?
Well, I've got the guy.
Yeah.
If he's dropped the gun,
Mm-hmm. He's got a smile on his face.
I'm probably just going to say, all right, what's going on here?
He's like, oh, you'll find out. And Alex, you're up. Detective Mason.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
Sorry. Alex didn't work as Detective Mason did. So the smarmy guy put the gun down, and he's. How's the other two reacting to all this? Are they look nervous?
Yeah, they look nervous.
But he doesn't.
No.
So he looks. I'm anticipating he's got like another compatriot hidden somewhere with a weapon. So I'm looking around to see if there's somebody else
Okay.
About to get the drop on it.
As you look around, you see this bone creature, black liquid bone creature rising up by Sarah. And you can give me a sanity roll.
Oh no!
And Sarah, you're next, so you're gonna yell out. So kind of at the same time as he sees it, you yell out.
Extreme success.
Okay.
Still a point though.
It is still a point. Yep. It's 1/1d10. Yep.
Okay,
But you gotta go.
I'm going to yell "Devil Cow" because that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And I'll shoot at it.
Okay, fire
I won't do
away.
much good, but I'll shoot at it.
Ooh, there should be a rule in this game that when one person shoots a gun and you're holding a gun on someone else, that you accidentally
I was gonna say for sure I'm shooting the guy that I'm looking at.
Okay,
It's like the start.
hard success. I don't know if that matters in Cthulhu.
Okay. It does not for a shot. Okay, so you shoot, you hit it, and it kind of just goes right through it.
Right, that's what kind of we anticipated. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And to go with what Tom said, everyone that has a gun on someone, give me a power roll.
Roll the 0-6.
Okay, you're able to not squeeze your trigger.
Okay, well, the discipline.
I got a hard, so
Yeah.
disciplined. Yeah.
0-7.
Yep. You guys don't squeeze the trigger. All right, Sarah, you're up.
Do I comprehend that Detective Mason shot at it and it didn't do anything?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna yell "fuck" really loud, and then pull out my seltzer bottle.
Mhm.
Okay.
Can I shoot this turn or no?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna shoot him with my seltzer bottle. I don't have it on my
Alright.
sheet though. I don't have.
We'll just treat it as a pistol.
Okay.
Your point blank, I guess.
Yeah, I got an extreme. If I go off
Extreme.
of my revolver.
All right. They actually have for like essentially a seltzer bottle for damage here.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Give me 2d3 plus 2.
We thought about the
7.
seltzer bottles.
7?
Yeah, total.
Yeah. It pulls back and it kind of like in pain. And then you see 3 tentacles of hoofs and skulls come flying at you. All right. The first one, what do you want to do?
Me?
Yeah.
Seltzer it.
So you're going to fight back?
Yes.
All right. Give me a fighting brawl.
Oh my god. Fighting brawl or a revolver again?
The fighting brawl.
Fighting
Okay,
brawl.
okay.
Yeah, because you're trying to fight back.
A hard.
All right. Okay. Roll your 2d3 plus 2. I rolled
I don't-
69.
2d3
Nice.
plus
I know.
2.
69.
Did I just roll a d6? I don't have a d3.
You just roll d6 twice and divide it in half.
4 total.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
plus-
4 plus 2?
Yep.
6.
6.
Okay. All right. Second attack, you have a penalty die.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got three appendages coming at you.
Oh shit.
I passed.
Okay. What level?
You might want to burn luck on these.
Oh, really?
Just so you know, I got a heart.
Oh.
You need
I
to
didn't.
get.
I didn't roll my penalty dice yet. So
Okay.
that one was a 46. This one is a 63, and I
Okay.
have a 65.
On your fighting brawl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You need an
So-
extreme, so you need to get that down to 12.
So 63. I need
Okay.
to
That's a lot.
spend 51.
In luck.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
Well, and
so
you
I'll
got
take.
another roll coming up after this. 'Cause
Yep.
This is the second out of 3.
But you saw that bum.
I'm not gonna let that tentacle get me. I will go down to 60. 15. Wait, 63 minus
12.
12, 65. Matt's looking at me and it's hard to do math.
65 minus 1. That 65 minus 51.
Yes.
That will be 14.
Thank you. Okay. All right. I got him.
Okay. Roll your damage again.
2d6 plus 2.
2d3
Is-
plus 2.
5.
5. Yeah, he's definitely, there's like bones falling off of it and everything, but it still has one more tentacle coming
All
at
right,
you.
here
Oh
we go.
God.
Here we
Two,
go.
two penalty dice.
I got an
Oh.
11.
Oh.
I got a 30. So hard.
That was 2 penalty
You
dice.
gotta roll one more though.
Wait, fuck. Shut up. I passed all 3 of them.
What level?
Hard.
With the worst one?
What was the first one?
The worst one?
Oh, you said 11, then 3,
11,
then I didn't hear the third one.
27, and then 30 something.
27 sounds like the worst. Which?
Yeah.
30, 37?
I thought it was a 27.
Okay. 27, and you're, so hard you need, okay.
Yeah,
All right. He still hit you.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he got hard also. So
Fuck. Okay, what happens when he hits me?
I am rolling.
Oh.
8 points of damage.
Ah.
I have 9 hit points.
Okay, give me a constitution roll.
I was doing so good.
You were.
You were actually. You did amazing.
Is the gauntlet?
I got
was
I got
good.
an extreme.
All right, you do not pass out as the head kind of passes through your shoulder, passes on through, and then the skull just kind of falls off as the tentacle pulls back through you. But now you have this hole that, a cow skull passed through, and you can feel the sucking chest wound
Oh,
as
shit.
your lung has been punctured.
Serious, yeah.
Yeah, you have it because you have 1 hit point left. You definitely took a major wound there. So, all right, excellent.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Great.
You're welcome. All right, and Clive, you're last.
So I saw that
Mm-hmm.
to some extent. I saw
Yeah.
at least part of that happening.
Yeah.
So my initial impulse to shoot my firearm at the giant misshapen thing
Makes sense.
was probably displaced by the fact that I've also got a seltzer bottle,
Yeah.
and I saw which one of them was more effective.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know how close I am, so I think maybe we should start with luck because we spread out.
Sure,
And I don't
yeah.
know which side, so I'm just going to give it even odds, and I'm not that close.
Okay.
And a
If you,
56.
you won't be able to get up to where you can spray seltzer on it, first give me a sanity roll for seeing it.
Where there's that. Good point. That's successful. I'll
Okay,
assume
just
one.
Just one, and then give me a constitution roll. We'll say kind of, let's see if you got the gas to run into you up to it.
Fair enough. Ooh, that's a fail. That's a 97.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know,
shit.
no, you're not going to be able to get into seltzer range.
Yeah. I'm guessing I probably fall on my ass actually with a 97. Like
yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
Well, the ground's
Excellent.
kind of wet.
I'll be there
Yeah,
soon.
Because of
yeah. So, all right, the two of the guys that were kind of like scraping the rock, they're surrendering, right? They're like, okay, hey, we're not these insane people, or okay, yeah. The other guy, the head guy, he just starts laughing maniacally, and you hear him start saying words that you don't understand.
Time to shoot. That's the line.
Okay.
The rules of war.
All right. Okay, so we are back to the top, buddy.
I'll take a sanity roll to notice
Okay.
the thing.
Yep,
Wow, I rolled a 0.5. It's crazy.
just one.
But-
You're like, "Pfft, that's
Okay.
some shit, man."
All right. Yeah, I guess I'm shooting the guy that's talking in tongues. That's what he specifically made me agree to, but it's
Yeah,
not.
That's true.
That's the rules of engagement.
You
Can
have
can you
just,
fire 3 times?
Oh, I'm only gonna shoot once. I'm just gonna say, "Hey, stop it!" and shoot him.
Yeah. Okay.
Fill him full of
fire
lead. Okay.
Okay.
A 20.
Oh.
Hard. I think. Yeah,
Hard. Okay.
man, I've rolled crazy good this
You
whole
rolled
game.
really
The 5.
well.
It's unbelievable.
5 points.
Yep.
Okay, I rolled his power to see if he was able to keep his concentration. He was. Okay. He is next in line, so he will complete it, and you see kind of like when he opens his mouth, out of his mouth comes a spray of black, and it comes spraying onto you, buddy. You can make a dodge roll to get out of the way.
Ooh, yeah, I hope. Half dex. I need to look that up. Oh, 88 doesn't matter. I definitely fell.
Yeah. So you so there's no other better way. You take it right in the face.
no.
You can give me a constitution roll.
68. I could spend 4 points of luck. Probably want to.
It's just how much damage you take. It's either 1 or 1d2. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, with that outside knowledge, I won't spend the luck.
Yeah. So you take 1 point of damage, but you do see. Oh, you go into the future 56 years. So you see that would put you at 1981. You see a guy who looks like he probably was a actor at one time, being sworn into office. And he's like, "It's morning again in America." You can give me a sandy roll.
Ooh, 94. All right. Fail.
Only 1 point because you're like, all right. Okay, that was Jacob. Gavin.
Okay, so I react to the black goo being thrown into Buddy's face out of trauma.
Oh yeah, give me a sandy roll for that. That's probably that's probably like what the
again. I passed on that one.
Okay, yeah, you're good. You're all right then. What do you do then?
And I back up and I shoot rapidly as well.
Hey, Jacob. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, rapidly, are you saying taking multiple shots or just one shot?
I'll take multiple shots. I don't have a good aim.
Each shot is with a penalty dice if you take multiple shots.
Is he close enough to get the bonus?
So yeah, so we'll just say each shot is just a regular die roll.
Okay.
Good
I'll
call.
just do the one then.
Okay.
No.
You get a bonus die for that then.
Okay.
And I did a 0.5 on that one.
That's an extreme.
Nice.
Yeah, because I'm sure you got 25 in pistol.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what does your pistol do in damage? Like
D10 probably, isn't it? You have a 30 like the rest of us, don't you?
Yeah.
So 1d10. So you do 10. You do 10 plus another 1d10. Roll a 10 side.
Nice.
Okay. And I got 2 and 2.
Okay. All right. So you do 12 points of damage, which kills him.
Oh.
Okay. He is just a person. So yeah.
Yeah.
The other ones are like, our hands are on our head. Our hands are on the head. You know, we were just being paid. I mean, we're broke.
I just yell,
Why
shut
aren't
up.
they running?
Don't speak.
They can't see the thing behind them.
Oh,
That's why they're not running.
They've seen it before too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So, Ethan, what are you doing?
well, I was going to try to kill the guy, but since he just got killed, I'll probably look and see what Sarah was screaming about, and then I'll see them.
All right. When you turn around, you see that, and you see you can see it through the hole in Sarah's chest. That might be extreme. Yeah.
It's not that big of a hole.
Yeah.
So this is sanity.
Yeah.
I miss. I know I made it by 2.
Okay. It's just 1 point then.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. All right.
I figured it would be something.
Yeah, I knew it was some fucked up thing. What do you want to do then? Now that you turned around and saw that.
Seltzer bottle. I'll start running towards it with the seltzer bottle.
Okay, give me a Constitution roll to see if you can get close enough. That's what Clive had to do, so that makes sense.
52. My Constitution is 45. I slip in the
luck.
water. Also.
Yeah.
There's seltzer water everywhere.
Yeah, it's seltzer water everywhere. Detective Mason.
I'll try to get close enough to use the seltzer bottle. So
Okay, all right. Yep.
I do not join them in the dirt with the water. Jeez. No, I'll
You
try to hit
actually
this
make
thing.
it over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we
Salt-
can we shoot more than once, or is it just kind of like
Just
Just-
one, yeah.
just one? Okay,
It's
that's a
like-
regular pistol.
Yeah.
Regular pistol shot. Just a normal success. So just
Okay.
3 plus 2.
2d3 plus 2.
I actually have a D3. Got Roman
Okay.
numerals on
All
it.
right. Nice. Wow.
2. Oops, that's not what I was trying to do.
It doesn't matter what you roll. It has 1 hit point left.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay. All right. So you do that. So we'll kind of step out of combat a little bit. Buddy still has black on him. That's like,
Oh, crap.
Yeah, I've probably fallen over and back on the ground. I'm rolling around.
Squirt him in the face.
you guys can do that, no problem. So you kind of spray him off and get him cleaned up. And as right after you do that, you see up in the rafters 2 of those night gaunts. You guys knew what the things you saw earlier. They take off. They go flying out the window that was boarded up, breaking the boards, and then they turn to altitude, and they just kind of fade away off into the distance. Who's going to write the report?
I'm going to start by trying to staunch Sarah Castle's blood loss.
Yeah.
Yes, we're absolutely doing that.
Yeah, give me
doubt
a
about
first
it, yeah.
aid. Yeah.
Thanks,
No
guys.
doubt about it. No doubt about it.
As long as you don't fumble, you can-
Stabilized.
Yeah, regular is all I
yeah,
got.
you get it. She's get a little something to kind of maybe the sucking chest. Plug that up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Shove a sweatshirt in there.
Oh,
And then we use the back ends of our guns to beat these 2 guys until they tell us what the hell was going on.
mhm.
Yeah. We were just Jacob just had us say these words. We would throw up, and then what was left on the rock, we would just scrape it up, and it was black that came out. We would just scrape it up and put it into these vials.
It
He
was
was-
vomit?
Yeah.
Oh,
They were
fucking
eating
gross.
vomit?
That's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I ate that was black, but it just came out black, and most of it just disappeared. But there was a little bit left, and we just scrape it up. And he paid us. He paid us. He paid us. He said it wasn't illegal.
Did Jacob have a book or something that he got this stuff from? How did you learn?
Yeah.
He did. He had brought a book.
Is it here?
I think it was still it's the one that Detective Mason found at the apartment. They describe it, and
Yeah. Okay, we can burn that
And-
pretty fast.
And so did the creature just fall apart into piles of bones?
Mhm.
And where'd the black stuff go?
kind of just when
the
you kind of
drains.
down the drain, into the river.
And then the cops show up. One
Yeah.
cop.
There's still a
Oh, my
still
God.
here, though.
Mary the
Still have a
meter
still.
maid is the
Yeah, he
only one
shows
that
up.
showed up.
Fuck faces.
Yeah.
Mary the meter maid.
And Sarah, give me a luck roll.
Ooh.
Don't you have like 14 luck now?
Yeah.
Oh God.
No, I have 14. Yeah, I fail.
The cop that shows up is that cop that's always been hitting on you that you can't stand.
Oh.
Goes, I'm here to help you, Sarah.
Oh.
Or
Squirt him in the face with a seltzer bottle.
Yeah.
no, I throw a bunch of the vomit all over him.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So this guy said that he had a house he wanted to buy back. When we do a check on him later, can we find out who the hell he was?
It was Jacob Drover. Yeah. So what was going on? Jacob Drover was his father, Jonathan Drover. His wife died when Jacob was young, and Jonathan drug Jacob everywhere. If he had spent time reading the journal and everything came out of that. And he found in Africa Yib-Tistil, the ancient god Yib-Tistil, who taught him, he's like, I could teach you how to go back in time by ingesting the black. Well, Jonathan spent all his money on he lost his job because all he wanted to do was go back in time to where his wife was. Well, when Jonathan died, Jacob was like, well, I'm broke. I want to buy back everything I had. And so he figured out that, oh, well, if I save a little bit of this black, it's very addictive, as my dad was completely hooked on it, and I can sell it to people. And so they would cast Call the Black, which was what he puked on Officer Weiser. Most of it goes back to Yib-Tistil, but a little bit's left behind, which is what they were scraping up. The blood was because they were doing it in a former meat slaughterhouse.
It was just slightly contaminated.
Yeah.
Eliminated. Okay.
We've run across that entity before in
I've never heard of it.
In what's it called? The Shadows Over. David, I think you were in that game.
Yeah, it was
Spawn of Azathoth.
that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. 329 in the Keeper's handbook is where it's at in there. So
Cool.
yeah,
That was a lot of fun. That was crazy.
I would have never thought seltzer bottles. I mean,
Yeah. They did because they put the damage in there, right? So they
Yeah.
Well, I didn't
Yeah,
think
they-
of vomit either.
yeah, I did. Yeah, I
That
thought
just
was
made
a
it worse.
fungus. Yeah, actually, it is. It's more disgusting.
It's supposed to be. Yeah.
Oh. And how are you going to explain this, Ethan? Because you're writing the report, right? Not me. Not it.
Yeah. We could do it the usual Call of Cthulhu way and burn the building to the ground.
I like that. Yes. Okay. There was a fire. It still caught fire.
I called the fire truck. They just didn't
It
show
was an
up.
illegal
Yeah.
still. It caught
Yeah,
fire,
Fire.
and
Yeah.
it
And it punctured Officer Castle
hmm
in a way that doesn't look much like a bullet wound, but a lot like a cow skull went through her upper body.
a piece of metal, went
Yeah.
through her body
It
when it
was
blew up.
right, the one that still blew up. Right.
Yep. There you go. I like
I
it.
like it.
And then we all the psychology department in Arkham must be like making.
But there's going to be all these junkies who are going to go into withdrawal.
Yeah.
So Arkham
yeah.
campus is going to be a mess.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Right. Well, and there's the question of whether or not either I or Fox or Weiser get a copy of that summoning
Mhm.
ritual
Yeah.
by next week when we start to feel anxious.
Deal with the addiction.
cold
Yeah.
turkey for you
Probably
guys.
turn that book over to Armitage at the Orne Library.
Yeah.
See what he
Probably.
thinks of it.
But copying it phonetically isn't, we don't need the original.
If
Right.
I could see into the future, like if I took this drug and I just kept seeing American presidents, it would turn me off the drug. I go like, this is
Yeah.
not what I want to see.
Yeah.
This is boring. I don't care. I don't want to look at anybody on the White House.
What's that mechanic like in the book? Is it
I
written
made
out?
it. I know I made it up. I rolled a D4 and a D100, and so a 4 you saw into the future, a 3 you saw Yib-Tistil, a 2 you saw into the past, and a 1 you saw into another planet. And then
Ooh.
the D100,
That
I
one's
just
cool.
I just added, okay, and so I was like 81. What happened in 81? Okay, and then 97. So I'm just making it up by my history knowledge.
Nice.
Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
All right, let's go ahead and finish up. Our players included Kaylin McDowell, Jolka, Jenny Olson, David Gasway, Troy Lehman, and myself, with Keith Craig as the keeper of arcane lore. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes. If you would like to help support our show, please visit the Patreon link in the description, or if you prefer, you can hit the super thanks button just below this video. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows, and leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answer any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.